Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Hi! Today I am very excited because I have a new product to show you guys that I think it's it. I think this might be my new favorite foundation. As you guys know, or if you didn't know, I've been on the hunt for a new foundation because the one that I used to love, I'm not using that brand anymore. And I've been on the hunt to find something that's just as good, if not better. And I think I found something that is almost identical, just made a little differently. And it is the new Beauty Blender Bounce Skin Tint. This just came out recently and I haven't seen anybody talk about it yet. And I've only seen Beauty Blender post about it a few times, but I picked it up at Sephora about a week ago. So I've been using it for about a week and it's $29. So it's actually super affordable. And you get 1 fluid ounce, which is actually a lot because in my testing of this, you need very little and it goes a long way. So it's really, really affordable and I like that about this. So on the outer packaging, it's the Bounce Skin Tint, always on radiant skin tint. It has the ingredients. It says it's a next generation skin tint that actually stays put. The silky, breathable texture evens tone, nourishes and hydrates for a soft, radiant finish that lasts. It has 12-hour breathable wear, a light medium buildable coverage, moisture boosting hyaluronic acid, skin smoothing niacinamide. The directions are to shake before use, apply with a damp beauty blender, layer as desired. And then on the side here, it says it's long wearing, weightless, it has buildable coverage, and it brightens and hydrates. So let me go get my beauty blender and I'll be right back. Okay, so I picked up my beauty blender and I dampened it. Let me go ahead and tell you a little bit more about it from the website. There are 20 different shades ranging from fair all the way to deep, and it looks like a pretty good shade range actually. The thing about these, they are like really forgiving, so you could be in between shades and you would get the right match to you. So it kind of like matches you in a way. On the website, it says, finally, a skin loving tint that offers breathable buildability and actually stays put. Our skin tint hydrates and plumps with hyaluronic acid and offers a naturally radiant finish with light medium coverage. Flood skin with all-day nourishment via smoothing niacinamide and soothing beta-glucan. It looks good, feels good, and is good for your skin. It comes in 20 flexible tone-adapting shades, that's what I was talking about, created to stretch across different skin tones. Designed for application with a damp beauty blender, this dream team creates gorgeous skin-like finish. It says the hyaluronic acid helps to retain moisture and gives a smoother, refreshed appearance. The niacinamide and willow bark extract, which I believe is also in the regular Bounce foundation. It says it helps to smooth, brighten, reduce inflammation, minimize the look of pores and blemishes to keep skin smooth and clear, and the beta-glucan soothes and restores skin. It said with their clinical results in an independent US consumer study on 30 participants, 96% said that they would replace their current foundation with the skin tint. 100% said their skin looked healthy with Bounce Skin Tint. 100% reported application lasted for up to 12 hours. 100% saw brighter skin. 93% agreed that their skin felt smoother, and 100% reported the product was weightless. It's paraben-free, gluten-free, cruelty-free, vegan, and yeah, I mean, all of those things sound good. Let me go ahead and show you the product because that's what you're here for. This is it. It's so adorable. And like I said, it's 1 fluid ounce, so it's actually a lot of product. Like, it's pretty big. And even compared to this, let's see what comes in here. This is also 1 fluid ounce, so they both contain the same amount, which is actually pretty good. So in the Bounce foundation, I'm shade 2.30. And then in this Bounce Skin Tint, I'm shade light 4. I decided on this based on the swatches of the product, not the swatches on people's arms or even the people's faces. Because when I was looking on Sephora's website, I feel like every foundation online, people are so washed out that I can never tell what people look like with the product on. And so I go based off of the product swatch, like on the white. So it'll be like the liquid on the white. So I based it off of that. So I compared this shade in the Bounce to this and they looked pretty similar in the photographs. So I'm actually really happy that I went with shade 4. I was gonna go lighter and I was like, I don't know, maybe it's gonna be too light. So I decided to go shade 4. I also picked up the Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer, which this is what the packaging looks like. And this right here, this is the only concealer that Beauty Blender offers. It's $26. And I got the shade 1.2C, which is actually really light, But again, I couldn't tell online what the product was actually going to look like. So based on the reviews I was reading on Sephora's website, people said that this was similar in tone to the NARS Vanilla Concealer, and that's what shade I am in that NARS concealer. So I was like, well, if it's close to that, then that's what I'll use. It is really light, but I don't mind it. I only use like a tiny dot, so it like I hardly use anything at all anyways, and I blend it out. So this shade's fine. I definitely could have gone darker, but it's fine for now. But I've used this concealer on film. When I was working on the film in June, we used only the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation and this concealer, and I fell in love with this concealer. It's basically like the NARS concealer mixed sort of with the Shape Tape, but more creamy than Shape Tape is, and I really love it. It also smells really nice. But yeah, anyways, the main point of this video is the Bounce Skin Tint. So on the bottle, I just think it's so adorable how it goes from like pink into your skin tone, the little white cap. It is a glass bottle, so it's recyclable. And I believe if you like pull apart the cap, then you can recycle them individually after you clean it. On the back, it says shake before use, apply with a damp beauty blender. So that's what we'll do. So I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up. And then I'm just going to clip my hair back because I am freshly bleached and I do not want to get this in my hair. Now that I've shaken it up, what I normally do is I'll just put 1 and like a half drops on the back of my hand. We can go ahead and do that. About that much on the back of my hand. And then I just take my finger, kind of put it on where I need to. And then I'll take my damp beauty blender. So as you can see, like it covers the redness really well. And it just kind of like blends in with the skin. There's no feeling of it on my face at all. Like I don't feel the foundation on. It just feels really nice. Like I feel the feeling of the dampness of the beauty blender more so than feeling the foundation, which I don't like feeling like I have foundation on. So I like this, that it doesn't feel like that. So there's the Bounce Always Radiant Skin Tint on, and this is what my skin looks like up close. Like sure, you can still see a little bit of like my acne, you can still see redness, but I think that this is like the perfect everyday coverage. Like this is what I'm looking for. You can build it up, so if you wanted to add more, you could just add more wherever you felt like you needed to, but like this I could go over with a little concealer or a little extra product. Like it's really not that big of a deal to me, especially since we have to wear masks anyways. Like it's gonna be covered up. But I just really like the look of this foundation. I like the feeling of it. It feels like nothing. Like I don't feel like I have a heavy foundation on. And it's just like really nice coverage. Like it looks like my skin. It doesn't look like makeup. And I really like that. Also, I don't think I ever mentioned, let me see. It doesn't have any type of smell to it either, so that's nice, because sometimes you get the foundations that have like a little bit of a smell to it. It's a little funky, but this doesn't have any smell. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of this concealer on, which is really nice. It comes with like this really nice doe foot. There's a ton of product on it, so I always wipe product off, and then I just put like a little bit. This does, however, have a smell. It smells like florally. It smells nice, but if you don't like smells, then you won't really like that. But I like the smell of that one. Usually I don't like smells of my foundation products, but I don't mind that one. And this I do like because it helps to brighten under my eyes. So anyways, there is that. I think it looks really nice and it looks really fresh and it looks hydrated. I don't feel like I look dry. I have, you know, eczema all in this area through my eyebrows, but I don't feel like it's really picking that up. Like it just looks like skin. And then normally what I do is I'll set it with powder. So I'm gonna do that just so you guys can see it because it is a little shiny right now. You definitely don't have to set it with powder, but I always like to just to help keep things lasting. But I will say, you know, so I've been wearing it for the past week and I've been wearing it under a face mask and I haven't noticed any wear problems. Like it doesn't rub off, which is really nice and something that, you know, you definitely don't want with a foundation. With like a light color fabric on the inside, it doesn't rub off on that, which is good because, you know, some of my other foundations definitely do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. I just wanted to share like a quick review with you guys because this has definitely become my newest favorite foundation. It has the exact coverage that I want. It has the feeling that I want, which is nothing. It's cruelty free. It has nice ingredients in it. And yeah, I just really am thrilled that I picked this up. I just was scrolling one day on Sephora's website and I saw that it said it was new and I was like, that's so weird. I haven't even seen Beauty Blender post about it. I haven't seen anybody that I know that works with Beauty Blender post about it. Like I haven't seen anything on it. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll pick it up and try it. And then because I just have been on that hunt for the perfect foundation, I decided to try it out before doing a video. And then on my first try, I was like, no way, this is it, this is it. And then I was like, well, let me just like give it a few more tries just to make sure. And then I kept trying it out over the past week and I really enjoy it. I'm so glad that I picked it up and I'm really glad that I picked up the concealer as well because it's a really nice concealer. Like I said, I used that when I was working on that film back in June and I was so pleased with it. We used it on women, we used it on men. When I was working on like the men's makeup, I would do moisturizer and then I would just do a little bit of that around the eyes or on any problem spots and it just blended out so nicely, like where I didn't even have to put foundation on them. So yeah, I highly recommend both of these products. I also really love the original Bounce foundation. This one is like more of like a thicker liquid foundation, like it's more full coverage. I do believe I have a video on this from like years ago that I made, which still stands today because I do really like this foundation. This is what I've been using for the past few months before I bought Westman Atelier and before I bought this one. This is just what I've been going back to because it's such a good foundation. It's also long wearing, has nice ingredients in it, it covers redness really well, and it lasts. So I highly recommend both of these foundations if you're looking for one. However, this foundation is technically cheaper right now because on Sephora's website and Beauty Blender's website, they're only selling it for $20 and it's regularly $40. And they've been doing this throughout the whole pandemic. They have been selling it for half price, which I think is really awesome. And I appreciate that a brand did that, you know, knowing that a lot of people are out of work, but of course people still want to play with makeup. They still want to wear makeup and make themselves feel their best. So I thought that that was cool that they had that for a discounted price this whole time and it's still going on. So yeah, I really like that. So anyways, that was it. Highly recommend this foundation, my new favorite one. Highly recommend you guys try it out if you're looking for a new foundation. Like I said, it comes in 20 different shades, which is really nice because it's a really wide range and they are like adjusting. So even though this one looks like it's, you know, kind of dark, kind of yellow, it fits me really well. So that's it. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.